Heal me, baby.
You must have really started to resent me. Because the way that you tried to break me, it had me almost hating poetry. You made it hard for me to hold words close to me. You swung your ego around recklessly as long as you were never a casualty. You built me a bridge to cross into your land of promises just so you could burn me. And you had the audacity to try to feed those ashes to me. But I wasn't starving for them. I was starving from your inconsistencies. So tell me, why are we in this battlefield together like we are meant to be? When we had those meetings in our bedroom, we already talked about how you were the enemy. But lately, I've been meeting for you to meet me on the sidewalk because that's where I'm about to drop your lies off. And then
Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back.
Lately, I've been meaning for you to meet me on the sidewalk because that's where I'm about to drop your lies off. Then at night, some nights I would sit around and wonder, why come you couldn't just touch me like the moonlight? Poetry is what kept me from feeling alone at night. Unlike you with my presence, it had never forsaken me. You had me using that caution tape as floss that you constricted around my heart. Your tongue was the blade that sliced my Achilles heel, and now I'm ready to heal. So if you insist on taking a road trip with me to my past, let's go. We can start on the map on all the things that weren't meant to last, because I used to fight against time just to hear your lies if that meant you stayed. Allow myself to have a threesome with me, you, and your childish ways. You always put your pleasure before my pain. But my prayers about you were heard, though, because God always takes my trash away.
Run it back, run it back.
Right. But my prayers about you were heard, though, because God always takes my trash away. And when it comes to my taste buds don't recognize bitterness, because I do remember how our love once was sweet. Your lies have sounded so sweet, you even had my tears switching up on me. And when it comes to my main character energy, shame on you to think that you could ever assassinate my peace. I am in possession of 9 lies like a feline that is empowered by my stance and my femininity. I am a creation of melanin that was melted into melanin, that was molded into a melodic muse. My heart murmurs nothing but poetry, so shame on you to think that your words ever stood a chance against me. But listen to this, how our story began before this piece ends. I fell in lust with his riddles. He fell in love with my similes. His haiku spoke to my heartache. A few syllables had me torn between fantasy and reality. But it seemed that he was only ever going to be metaphorically perfect for me. Poem.